Hi, welcome back to another episode of Back Unwind Reviews. I'm your host, Ruben, and with me are your co-hosts.
I'm Hayley.
I'm Hudson.
And on today's special episode, we're going to talk about Halloween Kills. And me and Hudson are going to debate whether Halloween Kills is a piece of shit or not.
And I'm going to choose which one of them dies. Is right. I don't know. I don't remember anything about them. I've seen it. I watched it in the theaters. I don't remember anything about it. So this is going to be a great experience.
Very impartial.
For both of us.
Very moderate.
Moderate, impartial, strong opinions.
So, sit back, unwind, and rewind. This is Back Unwind Reviews.
Back Unwind Reviews.
Go first, or
The prosecution makes the opening statement first, right?
I believe so.
who the fuck's that? Oh, okay,
You.
cool. Alright.
Fuck, alright.
So Halloween Kills is the sequel to the trilogy of Halloween movies that were directed by David Gordon Green, I believe, right? And written by Danny McBride, which is such a weird thing, you know? Like Danny McBride, the dude who was in fucking all these movies like This Is the End and Pineapple Express is writing a Halloween movie.
You need to find yourself a new employee, because I'm taking him downtown.
Oh, for real? Well, you gonna need to find a new motherfucking head.
You're right. You're free to go, kid. Good luck with the crack. Have a good life.
Yeah, get home, Rico. Do your motherfucking homework.
Written and produced a lot of stuff though, and it wasn't all funny. Like he's had a big career behind the camera.
Yeah.
So it's not too shocking. I mean, it's hard.
You can't speak during opening statements.
Well, it is shocking to me because it's fucking Halloween and they give it to him, which is he's usually a funny dude. And I honestly like the first Halloween movie, which is the 2018 one, the remake. But I have to say, I liked it as much as I liked the first one. They didn't add nothing to it. They just kind of remade the first Halloween, which is a fucking classic. But I did like the ending. I did like the whole Laurie Strode and shit, being this whole badass Terminator 2 chick,
Yeah.
and capturing Michael Myers and murdering basically.
Gotcha. Happy Halloween, Michael.
But then came this piece of shit.
Aren't you defending? Okay, continue.
No, I'm defending.
No, he's
No,
defending.
you're prosecution.
Okay, yeah.
My mistake.
And
Piece of shit, got it.
and this one, I was really fucking hopeful for this. I watched the trailer for it, and it looked like fucking genius. It looked sick. It looked like Michael Myers was fucking whooping some ass, killing, were there firemen? Just murdering the shit out of them left and right. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm down for some Michael Myers chaos. But I was not, ready for what this was. Yeah, so I'll explain more in a little bit. So tell me what you're, I guess,
I'm in charge here.
Oh, sorry.
Settle down, prosecutor. Defense, make your opening statements.
Okay. Halloween Kills is one of the best Michael Myerses, I think, across all of the movies and continuities. He's such a beast. He's such a fucking juggernaut. I don't love the movie, and I'm not really here to defend the movie in its entirety. I'm here to stipulate that the movie is a worthy entry in the Halloween canon because it has the sickest, most badass, ridiculous, over-the-top Michael Myers that I've seen in many, many, many years. We all know what Mike does. We all know how he does it. But in Halloween Kills, I don't know, it's just something magical about watching him work and watching how the filmmakers decided to realize him. So that's
I will hold you in contempt. Continue.
Thank you, Justice. That's going to be the crux of my argument, is that it's a strong Michael Myers, it's a strong performance, and a strong visualization and conceptualization of Michael Myers, the character. and the movie does kind of suck around him. But that's not my point to argue. Thank you.
All right.
I object.
For what?
No,
Sustained.
I just want to say that.
Overruled. Okay, prosecutor. And this, we don't have any witnesses to call, so.
You're all the witnesses.
No, we're not calling. We're not calling all hundreds of you to the stand. That's insane, and not how a trial works. I went to law school and I graduated.
With very good grades.
Top of my class. Okay? Prosecutor. Say your words, yeah.
What's up?
Make your arguments, yeah.
Alright, I shall. Okay, so one of the reasons why I didn't like it was the writing. The writing was fucking pretty silly at points. Through the whole movie, they just repeat the fucking date and time when this happened, and it's just kind of obnoxious to the point where it's just like they keep repeating it. So if you're watching it, if you're watching Halloween Kills, you've probably fucking seen Halloween, like at least the original.
The one, the only, the classic Halloween.
And they just keep repeating it like if whoever's watching this never ever seen any Halloween movies and doesn't know what the fuck happened, but they're always like, oh yeah, on this night, Halloween night, he got killed, he killed his babysitter and went nuts and shit, and then he killed, a couple of years later. It gets kind of obnoxious with the whole repetitive writing in it.
Objection, he killed his sister.
Yeah, that's
Who was babysitting him?
Overruled. How is that? Okay. Whatever.
I will say I did like the reenactments of like the back in the day. It actually felt like I was watching Halloween 2, which was fucking sick. I love the whole like crane that they used. I love the sets. I love the Donald Pleasant's character,
yes.
Dr. Loomis.
Yes.
So fucking cool. But other than that, it was just fucking silly. Like, hey, Hudson is correct in that point where like the murders were fucking brutal and great bloody messes. But it didn't have any substance to the point where like it scared me. It reminded me of like the original. It had no creepy factor to it. It was just like basically Michael Myers being Terminator, ripping shreds and shit. And
straight up.
Yeah. And another thing I didn't like about it was Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis is a badass, as we know. Fucking Terror Train, Prom Night, of course, the original Halloween. She's a badass. Freaky Friday.
I was going to say Freaky Friday.
Trading Places, very cool.
And but in this one, she's like subjected to just being nothing. She's just sitting down the whole time, and the whole fucking movie, yeah, she's just benched. Mm-hmm. She's just put on the corner, like, oh, I'm gonna get you, Michael. Gets up, and it's just like, oh, never mind, I have cramps or whatever, and because she got stabbed.
She got like cut open. Or...
Yeah,
dude,
but
do a shot every time a character says something tonight.
Yes.
This ends tonight, or I'm finishing this tonight.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
All right, evil dies tonight!
Oh my god, yes.
Are you arguing against your client?
I'm having fun talking to my friend. Is that okay, Judge?
You know what? Y'all can just have this little trial by yourselves. And that's fine.
And another thing I didn't enjoy about it was fucking the guy who played Tommy Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little kid who was babysat. They didn't use the original actor. They used the fucking dude from 16 Candles. The nerdy guy.
Yeah.
Who like raped that girl in 16 Candles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was 80s funny rape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Hall, yes.
Ian Brandon Anderson.
I cannot stand looking at that dude. He just annoyed the shit out of me.
Okay? I don't give a shit what you think, so kiss my ass, okay? You're insane for disrespecting me, okay?
I would rather them have like Paul Rudd, play Tommy Wallace from fucking The Curse of Michael Myers. That would have been sick.
Hey, this is Editor Ruben here. I just wanted to stop by and tell you that they actually did ask Paul Rudd to be in Halloween Kills, but he had to decline due to scheduling conflicts. He was shooting Ghostbusters Afterlife. Anyways, back to the show.
Yeah,
To bring
Tommy
Paul Rudd
Doyle.
back. Yes, Tommy Doyle. I'm sorry.
He was the best Tommy Doyle, Paul Rudd.
He was creepy.
Yeah, he was the pimp, dude.
He was creepy!
I was only 8 years old when I saw him, but I was one of the lucky ones. I survived. Michael's work isn't done in Haddonfield.
Still looked at his fucking neighbors through a telescope, and I bet he didn't stop after that. After that movie, I bet he kept doing it.
But yeah, I didn't like Michael C. Hall as Tommy Doyle at all. Like, that dude annoyed the shit out of me. He was acting like a tough, badass motherfucker, like pulling out his little bat and shit. And then, which I gotta give it to you. I do enjoy Michael Myers killing the fuck out of Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael
Hall. Yes.
I was like, Michael C. Hall is Dexter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And and another thing I didn't enjoy about it was at the end when they're all beating the shit out of Michael Myers, like in a little orgy circle type of thing. They're all like fucking beating his ass and cutting him up and shit. And I'm like, oh fuck, this might be the end. But then all of a sudden, Michael Myers gets up like fucking WWE superstar. You see fucking flashing lights in the back, and it's just like a scene off of like
I remember that.
Raging
John Cena
Bull.
music plays.
Yes,
while he's
dude.
getting
Like
up.
that's what it felt
I heard it
like.
a little bit in my head when I was watching.
It's John Cena!
And I was just like, what is going on? Like, Michael Myers is supposed to be like this mysterious force, this ominous Halloween fucking,
Ruben wins. You're right. I remember the ending, and it was stupid, and it made me fucking angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Ruben's right. Yep, it's a stupid movie, and it's not a worthy entry into Halloween. I'm sorry, but he's right. The end, when it was just he, like, teleported into that house. What the fuck was that? That was fucking stupid. Yeah, no.
And then, like,
Yeah.
you see, mayo?
Mayonnaise?
Yeah, from Jawbreaker, remember?
Your name is Fern Mayo, correct?
No. No, it's not.
Well, that's what it says right here.
Here.
You're Fern Mayo! Fern fucking Mayo!
But the daughter of Jamie Lee Curtis, you see her just looking outside the window.
Heather Greer.
Yeah.
Judy Greer.
Judy Greer. Yeah.
And then you see her looking outside and you're wondering, like, what is this gonna do? Is she, like, turning evil? Because they always fucking...
Are they doing the thing? The Jamie Lloyd thing? Like,
yes,
right?
And then Michael Myers comes out of nowhere and fucking kills her.
It's
which was
stupid.
such
I'm
a
like,
cock
is
tease.
he actually, like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Is there two of him? Did he like a sea sponge?
That was fun.
Yep, that was fun.
That was fun.
Well, now what do we do?
I suppose we can sit here and get to know each other.
The Jason theory. There's multiple Michael Myers.
Is there a theory that there's multiple Jasons?
I've heard it before. It's a fun theory.
I heard the one where, like, he has tunnels.
He has tunnels.
Oh,
He's
they
a
did
burrower.
that.
Oh yeah, they did
straight
on the
up
remake.
did that in
You're
the
right.
yeah,
The
reboot.
just,
Yeah,
it's not a theory. It's real.
Yeah,
That's canon.
And when that happened, I was just screaming in the fucking theater like fucking Dr. Loomis. I was like, no, no.
I'm mad. Yeah.
I wanted him to die.
I did too.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and then like in Halloween Ends, he comes back in a fucking weird way, you know, that just blows your balls off, and then they actually
like Jason,
murder
like a
him.
zombie?
No, like
Super
something
zombie?
cool. I mean, fuck yeah, Jason lives as a shit.
No zombie Michael Myers, that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, but no, they didn't do that. He just came up like motherfucking, what's
He's not
up,
gonna,
bitch?
Yeah, and I know he's not gonna fucking die in this next movie that's gonna come out.
Mm.
It's not gonna happen. They're gonna fucking tease it, and then they're gonna be no. They're not gonna fucking cut his head off and then fucking send it to Antarctica like they do with the Blob. Which, by the way, since climate change, the threat is coming back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I agree, right, with everything you're saying. I'm not saying...
Give it up, old man.
Yeah, here it comes, right? I'm not saying that Halloween Kills is good. There's a lot of things about it that piss me off. A lot of things. The props to it, when I paid my money and I sat in the theater, we went to see it together, and the whole time I was sitting in the theater, every time Michael Myers wasn't on the screen, I was agitated. Because like everyone says, they make such a big deal out of this one double murder or triple murder that happened 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's sort of not plausible. The movie treats it as if the events of all the Halloweens happened, when the point of the movie is that it's a reboot and really only the first one happened.
Yeah.
So that annoyed me, that he has this legendary status that's not earned at all. And you know, he's a dude who wore a mask and killed 3 helpless girls. Like, that's not the most badass shit ever. Not really, you know.
Hey. Listen, I just want you to know, when he gets here, I'm gonna kill him. Because 40 years ago, when I was a kid, you protected me. So tonight, I'm gonna protect you.
So, a big part of what I thought was going on in the movie, the reason they went so far with Terminator Michael Myers, is to establish in your mind, the viewer, that this guy really is a scary threat. Even if the townsfolk kind of blow it out of proportion.
It's such a weird choice to, like, retcon him, though, in, like, that way, and then be like, no, but he still fucks. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like... Does he fuck or does he not fuck? Like...
Wait, he fucks in Halloween Kills?
But...
Damn, dude, director's cut.
Get over here, I'm really, really horny.
Don't get a boner. Don't get a boner. No.
This is a shameful thing to admit. I'm a big Halloween fan. I love the franchise. But I'm never there for the fucking acting. I'm never there for, like, the fascinating plot. Like... I'm there to watch Michael Myers go beast mode. That's what I'm there for in every single Halloween movie. It does matter to some extent whether the story is good or not. Of course it does. But really, I judge every single one of those movies, except for the first one, like you said, it's untouchable. It's perfect. But
The one, the only, the classic.
But all of the subsequent movies, really, my personal criteria is how badass is Michael Myers? Is he shot well? Does he do interesting things? Am I thinking about his choices while he's doing what he's doing? Am I curious about what's going on in his head at any given time? And in Halloween Kills, I was like fixated. Like every time Michael was on the screen doing something, and granted it was all violent, and even though it was so fucking over the top, like him murdering a cadre of firefighters or murdering an angry mob of townspeople, there's a rational part in the back of my head that's like, this is dumb. This is a little bit dumb. But honestly, as someone who paid money to like have an experience, I was fucking super happy, dude. I loved James Courtney as Michael Myers, in the Halloween reboot and in Halloween Kills. Like the menace of the character. I haven't been scared of Michael Myers in fucking 20 years, maybe more. Like a lot of people, I just think it's fun and funny, and I watch it and it's great. And then you have shit like him getting beaten down by fucking Busta Rhymes, and I love Busta Rhymes, but
trick or treat, motherfucker, burn, motherfucker, burn.
It's hard to deny that how emasculated Michael Myers is at a certain point. He's like a punchline now. So for this team and this actor to make Michael Myers so fucking scary again and so threatening, I had to give props for that. So even though I didn't like the movie and it actually pissed me off at a number of points, the whole entire bar scene where they're talking about their stories and shit, I love to see the old cast, but like the nostalgia boner was too heavy, where they're like, remember this person, remember that person, this lady was in this scene, and I was just like, oh my god, like that's cool, but you could do it softer, you could have it more subtle or more like soft-handed. But so there were
the Halloween 3 masks that were just
like that
there.
That was cool. That's an example of doing it right,
I mean,
where it's just there and no one's commenting on it, you know.
I mean, like, they put it in, like, front and center. Like, hey, look at these Halloween 3 masks. I mean, I like how they did it in the first one, where it was just, like, some little kids trick-or-treating with the masks on, and you see them for a little bit, and they bump into Michael Myers.
Yeah.
But right here was just, like, they're there again, and they're getting killed with the masks on. I was just like,
oh, really? See, I was cool with that, because
really.
a dude didn't put a spotlight on the mask and go, I remember that mask from that night.
From
that night back in 1970, whatever. And then they flash back.
Yeah,
like...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
So the only single redeeming quality for me is Michael Myers and the actor who played him, and that's enough. Like, I'll watch that movie again just because I know the scenes with Michael Myers are gonna be fucking awesome. And of course, like you said, there's like the wah wah kind of sequel hook ending where I'm like, okay, filmmakers, don't have a character say this ends tonight in every fucking scene, every 5 minutes, and then end with a sequel hook. It pains me. I hate it.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis gets out of bed like,
yeah,
I'm out.
Like that was weak. A lot of decisions were made that I personally didn't like, but I loved Michael Myers just as a standalone. If there was a cut, if I had like editing equipment, I would make a cut for myself, private viewing, that's just nothing but the scenes of Michael Myers in it. And I could happily just watch that over and over and be super content.
Okay, well, I have to add to that where, like, I feel where you're coming from, because I love a lot of fucking Halloween movies. I think every single one, no matter how shitty it is, it has a special place in my heart.
Yeah,
like,
true. Same.
Halloween's Resurrection, it's, like, one of the notoriously bad movies, but I still love it because it reminds me of American Pie. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those whole, like, computers were, like, new, so they were spying on people.
Skype calls.
Love
Yes!
that fucking movie. It's one of my favorite Halloweens. I love it.
We should do, like, an In Defense episode.
I will.
And I think it came out around when, like, fucking Real World had just become big. I'm not sure
yeah,
about that.
Yeah.
But, of course, the script writer's like, well, we gotta have some fucking Real World, man.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it relevant.
Yeah.
I like the kiss. That was kind of weird.
That was weird. Yeah, I was like...
Smooch from his sis.
Yeah.
I'll see you in hell.
See that, but that's what I mean. Like, I will eventually probably watch it again and like it, enjoy it more for like the schlocky kills and all like that stupid like that girl shooting herself at the fucking door. So
yeah.
stupid right now as I'm thinking
but that
about
made
it.
me laugh. Like the carnage,
me,
the carnage in the movie was good. The effects and the giblets and the blood were all like pretty top notch.
It was cool gore.
Yeah.
But like I would have to say, like I expect that from Friday 13th, but not from Halloween. Like I want like a cool story where like I enjoy like the fucking plot. I enjoy the Halloween vibes, the fucking everything that's going around. But with this one, I can't say I did. I was just like it was
sold to you
frustrating for
as
you?
like a serious movie.
Yeah.
Like instead of like just gore porn.
Yeah.
Like,
which,
and it felt like a letdown. Like, which it was. Like,
yeah, it felt like if you're eating like a bologna sandwich, but they forget the fucking ham, so you only have like that's bread with fucking like lettuce. You know?
Yeah.
I don't like lettuce.
Lettuce sucks, man.
Well, there's always a turtle. That might be cool.
Dude, I'm actually already worried because we've all been seeing the trailer for Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, all right, I'm down. I'm gonna go see it in theaters. I'm definitely gonna go.
I haven't seen the fucking trailer.
There's only one thing.
I got too hyped on Halloween Kills and I got disappointed. So I'm gonna go with a clear mind and hopefully it helps out. You know?
Dude, there's one thing that's worrying me, which I will share with you. There's a scene where there's like young woman alone in her house, right? Michael behind her. He stabs her. He pins her to the wall, and then he does this, and I'm like, oh man, no, playing the hits, dude. That's all this is.
Yep.
Playing the hits. How many times does he have to stick someone to a wall and then look at them? Wow, dude, I remember the last 7 times he did that. It was so dope
like
every
nostalgia
time.
porn.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I hope-
it
I
was
hope
good
there's
the
more.
first time, man. It was good because it's like, oh my god, it's like, because it's like almost kind of childlike wonder. He's looking at this thing that he did, and he's like, look at that, like he just made a shitty finger painting, and then he does it fucking a million times, and it's like, I get it, you're into nu metal, Michael, but you have to do the fucking head tilt all the time. Christ.
He already killed like fucking
60 people. Like, by this point, like,
Well,
and a dog.
Yeah, and a dog.
Yeah.
I heard that supposedly this new movie does have some like crazy twist, or I've heard like whispered that it has some newness, some interesting, innovative shit, but. And I get it. I don't like trailers that give away the whole fucking game. I don't want the trailer to like be a big spoiler marathon.
Every director does
but hopefully the new shit will like compensate for the fucking nostalgia wank fest that it might actually be. I don't know. I have hope.
Freddy Freaker Hour.
It's the freak phone, and here's the party freak. Freddie Freaker, dancing new sensation, grabbing the nation, doing the freak. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. Join the party, the fast and easy way to hear what's scamming from New York to LA. Call now, 1-900-490.
Sometimes we have to dance out our feelings.
I don't have feelings.
Being a horror fan can be really frustrating sometimes. Yeah. But when it's good, it's good. And I didn't regret paying to see Halloween Kills. I didn't want my money back. Sure, I walked out thinking like, man, this, and that I didn't like. It didn't land. It bummed me out or it pissed me off. But above all those emotions was like a feeling of glory. Like, damn, that was the most badass Michael Myers I think I've ever seen. Like, that Michael Myers is the fucking one, like the chosen one.
For me, it wasn't like I didn't regret buying the ticket, but I did stay outside the theater contemplating for like a whole hour, talking to my buddies. Just like, what the fuck did we just see? You know, like what did we just witness? Like, I mean, like the first Halloween from the 70s with John Carpenter, it was, you barely see any fucking blood. It's like a whole mystery. It's like you're creeped out because this guy is fucking loose in Halloween night and he's murdering people. He's out of the fucking mental asylum and shit. And it's like a whole fucking vibe of this fucking guy just breathing inside of a mask. But not this. This is just like, hey guys, you know fucking Jason Voorhees? He fucking slices and dices. Well, now it's Michael Myers. And it's like, that's not what I want, you know what I'm saying? This
I think Rob Zombie already covered that pretty well. Yeah. Sorry, he's Leatherface in the first movie. Rob Zombie's Michael Myers is Leatherface basically in the first movie. Yeah. And then in the second movie, Rob Zombie movie, he's Jason. Yeah. And that's
white
what
trash
it is.
Jason.
Yeah, like that. He sees his dead mom and he's like, "Oh, mom, I kill for you." Like that's very Jason. Yeah. So they've already done the Michael Myers is a blender type of thing. So in Halloween Kills, like I don't think he does. Like you mentioned, like he teleports, and I'm like, okay. Oh, but there was one thing also that I liked, and I know this is just me. I'm probably gonna get shit on for saying this, but in the movie they kind of imply that he's like leveling up.
The more he kills, the more he transcends into something else impossible to defeat.
It made me think of farming in a Final Fantasy game. Like if I kill 1,000 of these low-level monsters, I'll get stronger.
He's fucking grinding.
They imply, like Lori kind of implies in a spooky way. She's like, I think with every kill he changes or something stronger. Like. And I was like, oh yeah, like. Again, I know a lot of people heard that and they were like, that's fucking stupid. It's not a video game, but. For me, it kind of worked. I was like, that's a scary idea because that means that the more time goes on, the harder it'll ever be to make it stop.
I didn't like it, dude. I gotta say, he's not fucking a superhero.
He's not, to me. No. So there's always been that debate about like, is he magic or is he not? And in the first movie, it's beautifully like subtle, and it never answers the question. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. Is he a force of nature with powers, or is he just like this crazy unstoppable dude? And the first movie, part of the goodness is that it doesn't answer that question.
See, and that's what I like, the fucking anonymous feeling of it, that you don't fucking know. But with Halloween Kills, it's just straight up like, no, he's fucking magic. Power. Fuck yeah. It's fucking Harry Potter.
But I didn't, I didn't really get that, like, they didn't, because like Cult of Thorn is an example of overtly saying he is a magic guy with a curse or whatever. I thought Halloween Kills actually did walk the line fairly well, because like Lori says things, but she's just ranting. It doesn't mean it's true that he's leveling up, but it plants a seed in your mind, like, oh, maybe he is.
It's
like,
literally shown that he's magic because he gets fucking. Would you guys survive being fucking mass beaten by a mob?
No,
with
but
like shit with like baseball bats and axes and fucking people's fists and like chains and shit that they had. Like that literally is proof that you got to talk. So, like, that is proof that he's, like, it's so heavily fucking implied. It doesn't walk the line to me at all unless it's fucking, like, 1.26 BAC, baby. Yeah. I mean,
they blew
like...
off half his hand. He's not Superman. They blew off
and
his hand's like this for the rest of the movie.
Oh, is it? And then he gets up and he fucking slaughters, like, half the town after they beat the shit out of him.
And
then he teleports!
And one by one, like, it's not all together. There's, you know what, it's fucking gang up on this superhero motherfucker. It's like, no, it's just, let me go first, bro, hold on. Punch Michael Myers. Oh, fuck.
Like, there's a line.
Yeah, and he just goes, so that also speaks for his fucking endurance. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like,
it's magic.
It's magic. It's clearly magic.
So I guess I'm just part of what I'm curious about for Halloween Ends. But well, okay, I'm curious, but I'm also dreading it. I'm worried that it will be the same thing. They will keep the ambiguity. It will not. Nothing will be resolved. Nothing will be explained, and it will somehow manage to have a sequel hook, despite all of the fucking No matter what the writer's intention, I bet the studio is gonna come down and be like, "You better have. If his hand's on the ground and that's the last shot, you better show this. You better do something." Yeah, show his eye opening, some shit. Like so.
Yeah.
I'm almost waiting with like a bingo card.
Yeah.
For like,
oh my
like
God,
what am I gonna like
fun.
and what's gonna piss me off? And I already know that I'm gonna like the kills and I'm gonna get pissed off by the story.
No, that's awesome.
Wait,
I'm gonna make bingo cards.
That would be cool, dude.
Yeah, I'll
we'll
make
play.
bingo cards.
We'll
yeah.
play.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love fucking the trilogy, the Blumhouse trilogy that they
Yeah.
made.
For the most part, I love that movie sincerely because I think it delivered Michael Myers exactly how I wanted him to be.
So what would be the final verdict, y'all think?
Well, I get to decide the verdict because I'm the fucking judge.
That's
So
right.
make your he made his closing statement, you make yours.
Okay, Halloween Kills stinks like, Halloween Kills blows dogs for quarters, man.
And disco blows dogs for quarters, man.
Straight up.
That's
wow.
a really strong statement.
Yeah.
Well,
Suck it.
That's 100% thumbs down. That's trash candy.
the verdict is that Halloween Kills is one of the movies of all time. Halloween Kills is definitely, obviously, it's a valid entry in the Halloween franchise. It is not as good as most of the others. Like, of the standard of Halloween films that has followed the first one. Obviously, you can't get back to the first one. It's beautiful. It's better than the Rob Zombie sequel.
Are you a giant? Can we be friends?
Cool. Is that a win for me or no?
Let her finish, bro.
Yeah. Christ. The verdict. It's a shitty movie, but it's a valid existence is valid, and we love it in spite of its flaws.
So that was a debate on Halloween Kills. So I guess go watch Halloween Ends, because I know we will.
We will.
Yeah, we definitely will. So yeah, that's the end of today's episode. So make sure to subscribe. We're gonna have more debates, more in defenses of like shitty movies that we still enjoy.
Love them. Hate them.
Yeah, horror fan, dude. That's the life.
Yeah.
You gotta find the good in a pile of trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow us on our socials.
Yes, follow our socials, and I guess that's it for today. Watch another episode. Goodbye.
Fuck.
Halloween's the best.
Halloween rules.
Oh God.
What? You don't like it?
Michael Myers has haunted this town for 40 years.
Tonight, we kill him.